Hello everyone, I'm Mohammad Zarul Islam, and today I will talk about American Native Indians and their rights. As an introduction, um, American Native Indians are fighting for their own rights since the arrival of European in the geographic region. Native had their own rights, own customs, own way of life. They still have their own identities, but many things have changed over the centuries of acquisition and colonization by European over their land. Things have been changing because many things uh, have been improving because of their constant movement on human rights issue, and they're very active in getting their cultural identity back. As a main story, um, I would like to start from the beginning when British started settling in East Coast, and they pushed native Indians to the southeastern side, and Indian didn't give up easily. They tried to fight, but the war between bow and guns resulted huge number of Indian bodies, dead bodies. And in 1830, when President Andrew Jackson signed the Indian Removal Act, that forced them from southeastern to Indian territory of Oklahoma, and five big tribal nations were forced to march to Indian territory, and it was very hard time. Many people were marching, and 4,000 Cherokee people uh, have died at that march. That's why many people call that tear-up trial. Up until 1871, they had their own national status, they had their own nationality as a tribal nation. But after 1871, when Indian Appropriation Act passed, they lost their tribal national status, and they're forced to live in reservation because the poor condition of reservation and poor economic activity. They had very hard time. The poor life condition, everything got very worst. um, when 1887 general allotment passed, general allotment act, they lost their land, and it was they became more poor. It was very hard time for them, and after a long time, when 14th Amendment added to the Constitution, it was the first time that American decided anyone born in American territory will be the American citizen. But Indian Indian didn't had the rights to vote. It was 1948 when Indian received their rights to vote. Not every state. It was 1868. They got their own rights to vote, and almost every state. It was every state gave the rights to vote. So Indian got their full rights, you can say, in 1968. And in 1969 they got their own education law, so things getting better. As in conclusion, Indian native Indian rights is improving, and it is a complex issue because of their dual nationalities. They are citizen of America, and they are a citizen of their tribal nation, and they are very active in their own culture, own identities, own way of life, and it is important for them. Thank you everyone.